real jackpot. Listen to me very carefully right now, because what I'm about to say could literally save you from spending a silent fortune. Do not spend these coins. I don't care if it looks ordinary, dirty, old, or boring. These coins are hidden wealth. These coins are quiet wealth. These coins are a life-changing opportunity hiding in plain sight. Right now, somewhere in your pocket, your wallet, your car cup holder, or a jar at home, there could be a coin worth serious money, and people are losing them every single day without even knowing. Collectors are fighting behind closed doors. Real auctions are exploding, and nobody talks about these coins publicly. These are hidden treasure coins, silent fortunes found. Dirty old coins, shock stories. And once you see the detail, everything changes. Check your pocket now. Check your change now. Do not spend these coins. Stay till the end, because every coin gets rarer, bigger, more shocking, and the last one changes everything. Coin number 1. Now listen, coin number 1 is dangerous to ignore. This is the 2008 New Mexico State Quarter, Land of Enchantment, with the D mint mark, and if you think state quarters are pocket change, this coin proves you wrong in the most brutal way. This coin looks normal. That's why it's deadly. That's why people are accidentally losing a silent fortune every single day. The year 2008 was not just another year in America. It was pressure, fear, collapse, and uncertainty. The financial system was cracking. Trust was falling apart. And the U.S. Mint was under stress, pushing massive production while everything around them was breaking. When pressure hits the system, mistakes happen, shortcuts happen, unusual pieces slip through. And that's how hidden treasure is born. New Mexico itself carries deep symbolism. 1912, the year stamped on the design, marks the moment New Mexico became a state. And that date sitting inside a blazing sun is not decoration, it's power. That Zia sun symbol isn't random. It represents life, strength, balance, and endurance. And on this coin, it feels different. It feels bold. It feels heavy with meaning. Collectors obsess over the spacing, the sharpness, the way the rays strike the surface. This detail changes everything. The words Land of Enchantment aren't just a nickname, they're a warning, because this coin enchants people into spending it and losing serious money. When this quarter was struck at the Denver Mint, conditions were not perfect. High-speed production, stressed dies, rushed quality, that's when rare survivors are created. This coin has a presence when you hold it. It feels solid, confident, slightly thicker in the hand than you expect. The weight feels right. The diameter feels familiar, but the energy doesn't. The surface tells a story. In very fine condition, original and untouched, the coin carries an antique tone that collectors crave. Not shiny, not polished, real, honest, surviving. And survival is rare. Most of these coins were abused, spent, scratched, cleaned, destroyed. That's why original examples are disappearing fast. And listen closely, never clean this coin. Never polish it. Never make it shiny. The moment you clean it, you kill it. Collectors want originality. They want that natural skin, that honest wear, that untouched surface that proves it lived through circulation and survived. Cleaned coins are dead coins. Original toning is everything. That soft, natural color tells experts this coin hasn't been messed with, and that alone can mean the difference between pocket change and hidden wealth. The D mint mark is critical. That tiny letter is where collectors lean in, where hearts start racing. Some details on this coin were struck with subtle differences that most people never notice, but collectors do. The sharpness of the sun rays, the spacing around the date 1912, the texture of the fields, the balance of wear without damage. This is not fiction. This is exactly why serious collectors quietly compete for these pieces. They don't brag, they don't post. They bid aggressively and they hold. They are not selling. Supply is shrinking. Demand is climbing. And every year, fewer untouched examples exist. Real auctions for this coin don't look loud, they're tense. Quiet rooms, fast jumps, determined buyers. When a proper example shows up, people move quickly. And today, this coin carries a market value of around $56,000. Not loud money, not flashy money, silent fortune money. Life-changing wealth hiding inside a coin people spend on coffee. So check your coins carefully. Look at the date. Look at the mint mark. Look at the surface. Feel the coin. Respect the coin. Do not spend this coin. Do not clean it. Professional grading is critical because authentication protects the value and separates real treasure from mistakes. Patience is golden in this game. Rushing destroys wealth. Waiting builds it. Stay till the end, because what comes next is even bigger. The next coin is rarer, more shocking, and more dangerous to ignore than this one. Most people will never forgive themselves for missing it. And you're about to find out why. Coin number 2. Listen closely, because this coin is hiding in plain sight right now, and people are losing a silent fortune without even realizing it. Do not spend these coins. I'm serious. This is hidden treasure. This is quiet wealth. This is the kind of coin people casually toss into vending machines while collectors are fighting behind closed doors. Stay till the end, because this detail changes everything, and what comes next is even bigger, rarer, and more dangerous to ignore. Coin number 2 is the 2020 Marsh-Billings Rockefeller National Historical Park quarter with the P mint mark. And this coin is one of the most misunderstood modern coins ever released. People see 2020 and they instantly think it's worthless. That mindset is exactly why this coin is so deadly to ignore. This is not just a year. 2020 was pressure, chaos, uncertainty, economic shock, and historic disruption. The world stopped. Supply chains froze. Fear took over. And during that moment, the US Mint was still striking coins under conditions that were anything but normal. When systems are stressed, history is made, and rare coins are born. This quarter honors land stewardship, conservation, and legacy, and that message hits harder when you understand the background. Marsh, Billings, and Rockefeller weren't just names. They were architects of America's conservation movement. This park represents protection, foresight, and preserving value for the future, and that theme mirrors exactly what this coin has become. A piece people don't protect. A coin people don't understand. A treasure people accidentally lose. The design itself is quiet but powerful. The image shows the mansion framed by trees, the land stretching calmly into the background. It doesn't scream for attention, and that's why it works. Collectors obsess over the depth of the engraving, the balance between the building and the natural elements, the clarity of the lines, and the way the fields reflect light when the coin hasn't been abused. This detail changes everything. The P mint mark matters more than most people realize because not all Philadelphia strikes survived equally. Many were mishandled, overused, scratched, or destroyed almost immediately. When you hold this coin, it feels familiar but heavier with meaning. The size is classic quarter size. The thickness feels confident, the weight sits solid in the hand, and the surface tells a story. In fine condition, with honest circulation and untouched originality, the coin carries a natural look that collectors crave. Not shiny, not cleaned, real, surviving. That survival is rare because modern coins are abused faster than older ones. They don't sit in drawers for decades. They're spent, scraped, and ruined quickly. And listen carefully, never clean this coin. Never polish it. Never try to make it look better. That destroys everything. The moment you clean it, the silent fortune disappears. Collectors want original skin. They want natural wear. They want proof that the coin lived, circulated, and survived without interference. Original toning matters more than shine. Cleaned coins are rejected instantly. This is not a joke. This is how people erase tens of thousands of dollars without knowing it. The year 2020 produced unusual outcomes at the mint. Production pressures, staffing challenges, rushed timelines. All of this created conditions where certain coins emerged with characteristics collectors now hunt aggressively. Tiny details matter. The sharpness of the design, the strike strength, the balance of wear, the absence of damage, the clarity around the mint mark. These are the things collectors lean in for. These are the moments where quiet bidding wars begin. Real auction behavior for this coin is not loud. It's tense, fast, controlled. Collectors don't hype this coin publicly because they want it cheap. They want people spending them. They want supply to disappear into cash registers. And when a strong example appears, bidding jumps quickly. Then the coin vanishes into a collection. Held, locked away, not sold. Demand is rising while supply is shrinking, and most people still think it's just pocket change. Today, this coin carries a market value around $35,000. Not flashy money, hidden wealth, silent fortune money. The kind of value that changes lives quietly while the rest of the world keeps spending it. That's why this coin is dangerous to ignore. That's why you must check your change. Check your pockets. Check your jars. Do not spend this coin. Professional grading is critical. Authentication protects the value and confirms what you have. Rushing destroys wealth. Patience builds it. Most people lose money because they don't slow down. They don't look closely. They don't respect the coin. Stay till the end of this video, because what comes next is even bigger. The next coin is rarer, more shocking, and more painful to miss than this one. If this quarter surprised you, the next one will completely change how you see your change forever. Coin number 3. Stop whatever you're doing and listen to me right now, because this coin is one of the quietest traps in American change. Do not spend these coins. I'm serious. This is hidden treasure. This is silent fortune. This is serious money slipping through fingers every single day while nobody is paying attention. Check your pocket now. Check your change now. People are accidentally spending life-changing wealth, and this coin proves it. Stay till the end, because this detail changes everything, and what comes next is even bigger, rarer, and more dangerous to ignore. Coin number 3 is the 2007 Idaho State Quarter with the D mint mark, bearing the powerful words Esto Perpetua, and this coin is a silent monster. It looks calm. It looks clean. It looks harmless. And that's exactly why people lose it. The year 2007 matters more than most people realize. This was the calm before the storm. The economy was stretched thin, cracks were forming, debt was rising, and nobody wanted to believe what was coming. The very next year, everything collapsed. And just like history always proves, the years right before major economic shifts produced the most misunderstood and undervalued coins. Idaho's design is not loud, but it is heavy with meaning. Esto Perpetua means, let it be perpetual, let it endure forever. That phrase wasn't chosen by accident. It represents survival, permanence, and resilience. And that message mirrors exactly what this coin has become. A survivor, a quiet piece of endurance hiding in circulation. The outline of the state, the bold date 1890, marking Idaho's statehood. the clean balance of the design. Collectors don't glance at this coin, they study it. This detail changes everything. When this quarter was struck at the Denver Mint, production was aggressive. State quarters were flying out by the millions. Machines were running hard, dies were wearing fast, and quality slipped through the cracks. That's where rare survivors come from. The D mint mark is critical. That tiny letter is the difference between ordinary change and hidden wealth. Collectors obsess over the strike quality on this coin, the sharpness of the lettering, the definition of the state outline, the clarity of esto perpetua. In very fine condition, with honest wear and untouched surfaces, this coin becomes something entirely different. Hold it in your hand, and you feel it immediately. It has presence. The size is familiar, but the balance feels confident. The thickness feels right. The weight sits solid in the palm. It doesn't feel weak. It doesn't feel disposable. The surface tells a story. Not shiny, not polished, real, original, and survival is rare. Most of these coins were spent hard, scratched, cleaned, or destroyed without a second thought. That's why original examples are disappearing fast. And listen carefully, never clean this coin. Never polish it. Never try to make it look new. That destroys the coin instantly. Cleaning strips away the very thing collectors pay for. Original toning matters. Natural wear matters. That soft, aged surface tells professionals this coin hasn't been touched, hasn't been messed with, hasn't been ruined. Cleaned coins are rejected. Silent fortunes are erased in seconds. This is not fiction. The year 2007 was full of economic pressure under the surface, and the mint felt it. Rushed timelines, heavy output, worn equipment. That's how subtle variations and special survivors slip through. Tiny details collectors hunt for become everything. The spacing of the letters, the strength of the strike, the evenness of wear, the absence of damage. This is where serious collectors lean forward and bidding turns aggressive. Auction rooms don't hype this coin. They go quiet. When a strong example appears, bids jump fast. No hesitation. No jokes. Collectors know what they're looking at. And once it's won, it disappears into a collection. Held. Protected. Not sold. Demand is rising. Supply is shrinking. And the public keeps spending them like they're nothing. Today, this coin carries a market value around $68,500, not loud money, hidden wealth. Silent fortune money. The kind of value that changes lives quietly while the rest of the world stays unaware. That's why this coin is dangerous to ignore. That's why you must check your change. Do not spend this coin. Professional grading is critical. Authentication protects everything. Guessing destroys value. Rushing destroys wealth. Patience is golden in this game. Slow down. Look closely. Respect the coin. Stay till the end, because the next coin is even more shocking. Rarer. More painful to miss. If this Idaho quarter surprised you, the next one will completely rewrite what you think you know about pocket change. Coin number 4. Stop right now, because this coin is one of the most dangerous pieces of pocket change in America. Do not spend these coins. I mean it. This is hidden treasure. This is silent fortune. This is serious money quietly slipping through hands every single day while nobody is paying attention. Check your pocket now. Check your change now. People are accidentally losing life-changing wealth, and this coin proves it. Stay till the end, because this detail changes everything, and what comes next is even bigger, rarer, and more shocking to ignore. Coin number 4 is the 2000 Virginia State Quarter with the P mint mark, honoring Jamestown, carrying the powerful dates 1607-2007, and if you think this looks like an ordinary early state quarter, that mistake could cost you a fortune. This coin is silent. It doesn't scream value. It waits for someone careless enough to spend it. And that's exactly how hidden wealth moves unnoticed. The year 2000 matters more than people realize. This was the turn of the millennium. A moment of massive transition, optimism mixed with fear, systems upgrading, pressure everywhere. The US Mint was running hard, pushing production at full speed, while the world was obsessed with the future. But this coin looks backward, deep into American history, and that contrast created something special. When attention is elsewhere, treasures slip through. Virginia's design is loaded with power. Jamestown wasn't just another colony. It was the first permanent English settlement in America. Survival, struggle, endurance, failure before success. That's what Jamestown represents. The ship sailing forward on this coin isn't decorative, it's symbolic. It represents risk, uncertainty, and the beginning of everything. Collectors don't just see a ship. They see the foundation of the nation stamped into metal people casually spend at gas stations. The quadricentennial marking, 1607-2007, adds another layer of importance. This coin connects centuries of American survival and transformation. The year 1788 ties Virginia to the Constitution, anchoring this design in power, legacy, and permanence. This detail changes everything. Coins like this carry weight far beyond their face value. Emotional weight, historical weight, collector weight. When this quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, production was aggressive. State quarters were moving fast, dies were wearing down, quality control was stretched. Under pressure, certain coins came out stronger, sharper, more balanced than others. Those are the survivors collectors hunt relentlessly. The P mint mark matters. That tiny letter separates common circulation from quiet treasure. Not all Philadelphia strikes are equal, and collectors know it. Hold this coin in your hand and you feel it. The size is familiar, but the presence is different. It feels confident, solid. The thickness feels right. The weight sits clean in the palm. It doesn't feel disposable. In fine condition, with honest circulation and untouched originality, the surface carries a natural look collectors crave. Not shiny, not polished, real, lived, survived. And listen carefully, never clean this coin. Never polish it. Never try to improve it. Cleaning destroys everything. The moment you remove original toning, you erase history and value. Collectors pay for originality. They want natural wear, untouched surfaces, and proof the coin hasn't been messed with. Cleaned coins are rejected instantly. Silent fortunes disappear forever because of one careless mistake. Survival is rare. Most of these coins were spent aggressively, scratched, cleaned, or abused without a second thought. That's why original fine-condition examples are disappearing fast. Tiny details are everything. The sharpness of the ship, the clarity of the dates, the balance of wear across the fields, the absence of damage. These are the moments collectors lean forward. This is where quiet bidding wars begin. Auction rooms don't hype this coin loudly. They go silent, controlled, focused. When a strong example appears, bidding moves quickly and decisively. No hesitation, no jokes. Collectors know what they're looking at. And once acquired, these coins vanish into collections. Held, protected, not sold. Supply shrinks while demand rises. Today, this coin carries a market value around $88,000. Not loud money, hidden wealth. Silent fortune money. Life-changing value, hiding inside a coin people are casually spending every day. That's why this coin is dangerous to ignore. That's why you must check your change. Do not spend this coin. Professional grading is critical. Authentication protects the value and confirms what you have. Guessing destroys wealth. Rushing destroys value. Patience is golden in this game. Slow down. Look closely. Respect the coin. Stay till the end, because the next coin is even more shocking. Rarer, more painful to miss. If this Virginia quarter surprised you, the next one will completely change how you look at every single coin you touch. Coin number 5. Stop. Do not move. Do not spend another coin until you hear this, because this one is a silent killer of wealth. Do not spend these coins. I'm warning you right now. This is hidden treasure. This is quiet wealth. This is serious money being lost every single day by people who have no idea what they're holding. Check your pocket now. Check your change now. This is not fiction. This coin has already slipped through thousands of hands, and every time it does, a silent fortune disappears. Stay till the end, because this detail changes everything, and what comes next is even bigger, rarer, and more dangerous to ignore. Coin number 5 is the 2001 New York State quarter with the D mint mark, the Gateway to Freedom design, dated 1788. And this coin is one of the most deceptive state quarters ever released. It looks ordinary. It looks spent. It even looks dirty. And that's exactly why it's deadly. This is one of those dirty old coins, shock stories that collectors whisper about while the public keeps spending it on snacks and gas. The year 2001 matters more than people realize. This was not a normal year in American history. It was a year of shock, fear, and permanent change. Confidence shattered. The country shifted overnight. And coins struck during moments like this carry emotional weight, historical tension, and unusual survival stories. When the world is unstable, the mint is under pressure, production is rushed, and mistakes and special survivors slip through unnoticed. That's how hidden treasure is born. New York's design is powerful if you actually look at it. The Statue of Liberty stands strong, framed by the outline of the state, symbolizing hope, resilience, and freedom. The phrase, "Gateway to Freedom," isn't just words, it's identity. New York has always been the entrance point, the promise, the beginning. The date 1788 anchors it to the foundation of the nation, tying this coin to the very structure of American power. This detail changes everything. The D mint mark is critical. Denver strikes from this period were pushed hard, and not all of them survived equally. This coin, in circulated condition, with that unusual black layer on the surface, is where things get serious. Most people see that dark age look and assume damage. Collectors see originality. They see untouched history. That black layer isn't dirt, it's character. It's survival. It's proof the coin lived, circulated, and wasn't scrubbed to death by someone who didn't know better. Hold this coin in your hand, and it feels different. The size is familiar, but the presence is heavier. The thickness feels solid. The weight sits confidently in the palm. It doesn't feel disposable. It feels like it's been somewhere. The surface tells a story, darkened, aged, honest. This is exactly what collectors fight over. Not shiny, not polished, not fake new, real. And listen very carefully. Never clean this coin. Never. That black layer is not a flaw. It's the treasure. The moment you clean it, the value collapses. Collectors want original surfaces. They want natural toning. They want that untouched look that proves the coin hasn't been messed with. Cleaned coins are destroyed coins. Silent fortunes are erased in seconds by soap, chemicals, or polishing cloths. This is not a warning you can ignore. The year 2001 produced coins under emotional and economic stress. The mint was operating in a nation on edge. Production didn't stop, but conditions were far from normal. That pressure creates anomalies survivors, and coins with unusual character. Tiny details matter. The sharpness of Liberty's torch, the clarity of the state outline, the balance of wear without damage, the strength of the strike around the mint mark. These are the things collectors obsess over. Auction behavior for this coin is quiet but aggressive. No hype, no noise. When a strong circulated example with original black toning appears, bidding escalates fast. Collectors don't want the public to notice this coin. They want it misunderstood. They want it spent, because every spent coin reduces supply, and once acquired, these coins vanish into collections. Held tightly, not sold. Demand rises. Supply shrinks. Today, this coin carries a market value around $75,000. Not loud money, hidden wealth. Silent fortune money. Life-changing value, hiding inside a coin people think is dirty and worthless. That's why this coin is dangerous to ignore. That's why you must check your change. Do not spend this coin. Professional grading is critical. Authentication protects everything. Guessing destroys value. Rushing destroys wealth. Patience is golden. Look closely. Respect the surface. Respect the history. Respect the coin. Stay till the end, because the next coin is even more shocking. Rarer, more painful to miss. If this New York quarter made you rethink dirty coins, the next one will completely change how you see every single piece of change you touch.